Hey everyone, welcome back to Wix Fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Ryan, and today's video is another episode of our e-commerce series here on the channel. For today's video, we're primarily going to be setting up payments. This is a very important part of any e-commerce website because if you don't set up your payment system, then people will not be able to check out. So this is a very important and crucial step to setting up your e-commerce websites. Let's go ahead and get started. So if you've been following along with this series, you're probably going to notice that there's this banner up here letting you know and warning you that you need to add a payment method. When setting up an e-commerce website, this would be very hard to miss, and I think it's really good that Wix really throws this in your face until you set it up, because this again is a very important part of setting up an e-commerce website or any type of website where you accept payments from your users. So if you do paid bookings, if you sell tickets to events, if you do anything that accepts payments from your users, you need to go through this step. So you can either click add payment method, or you can come down to settings and go to accept payments. Here you will have a few different options. The first one being accept credit and debit cards with Wix. This one is definitely something you want to set up, but I would also recommend setting up PayPal as well. So create a business PayPal account and also connect it here. But for now, let's just go ahead and start with the credit and debit with Wix. So we'll go ahead and press connect. The first thing it's going to say is, are you offering anything that may cause restrictions in certain areas or certain providers? We're just selling makeup, so we're going to say, no, I do not. If you are offering any of these, then you will have to, of course, say, yes, I do, connect another provider. However, with Wix payments, if we're going to set this up, we are not selling anything just like this. So we can go ahead and move on to accept and continue. So when we do that, it turns on credit and debit. It also turns on Apple Pay and Google Pay. So these are really nice options. If you have a physical store and you want to offer a way for people to tap and pay with their debit and credit cards, you can toggle this on. If you have a point of sale system in your physical location, you can also turn this on. If you accept payments through a different app or something, you can just leave these off. But if you're using like a Wix POS and you want to offer tap on mobile, you can offer these options. But let's go ahead and press continue. Now, to accept payments on your website, you will need a paid premium plan. Now, we're really not going to be doing this because this is just a fake website. This is not an actual store. So I'm just going to close out of this. So keep in mind that you will need a premium plan that allows you to accept payments. For Classic Wix, I think that's going to be under the business and e-commerce plans. And then for Wix Studio, I think it's the second plan up from the bottom one. That one will allow you to accept payments. But again, we're just going to close out of that and close out of this because we are not actually going to be setting this up for real. But in order to actually use these, we need to complete setup, and we actually need to set up this form. So firstly, we need to set our business type. So we can say individual or sole proprietorship. So we can say we're an individual, or we can say we're an LLC or corporation or something like that. This depends if you basically set up your business or not. If you're just using your own social security number, then you're just going to want to use individual. However, if you've actually set up your company with an LLC or something where you have an EIN number, you're going to want to choose this option right here. And when I do that, you're going to notice that the business information changes down here. So you can select your business name, and then you're going to want to put your EIN for your business here and doing business as name here as well. If you choose individual, you just want to put your first and middle name, last name, date of birth, and your SSN number here. Underneath that, we have your address. So you're going to want to put your address. So if you have a physical address for your store, you can put that here. If you don't have that, you're going to want to put your home address. Then you also want to put in your phone number. And currently this is set to the United States. So depending on what country you choose at the very beginning, your address fields here may look a little bit different. You're probably not going to have state and zip code. You might have something else. Underneath that, we have business description. So you can say doing business as, you can select your industry. So we're doing beauty products. You can describe your products here. Underneath that, you have your bank account details. So you're going to want to put your routing account number and then confirm your account number. If you have a business account, you're going to want to put that. However, if you're just doing this as an individual, I guess you can put your own stuff here, but I do think, especially for business, even if you're just doing this as an individual, you probably should set up a new account or create some sort of checking account just for your business income. And then underneath that, you have terms and conditions. You can just press accept and submit it. And typically after you press submit, you might also be prompted to upload some verification. So if you do individual, they may ask you for pictures of your license to verify that. But once that's all said and done and you have an upgraded plan, you will see these as green here. And then you can also come down to PayPal and you can just easily just put in your PayPal email here and press connect. And then last but not least, you can do manual payment methods as well. So we can select a manual payment. You can do cash, you can do offline payment, cash on delivery, and then add instructions here as well. That's really all you need to know about setting up payments. Even though this is a short video, it is a very important video because like I said before at the very beginning, if you don't set this up, your customers won't be able to check out. And that is not good if you're trying to create an online business where your website is funding the business, right? So you need a premium plan that allows you to accept payments, and then you need to go through this process to actually set it up. This is probably even more important than the rest of the videos in this series because all of those can go in a million different directions. Design, your products, you can do digital, you can do physical, like everything else is completely dependent on what your business is about, but the payments is the same for everyone, and this is a very important part. But that's basically gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you all did enjoy, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel for more Wix and Wix Studio content coming out really soon. Thank you all again, and I will see you all in the next one.